We're already running late.
It's not fucking.
Bro, it's a fucking S10 motorcycle, dude.
It's our buddy's last wedding.
Oh my god. It's his last wedding, is that what you said?
Yeah.
We're going to Cade's wedding. We're going to a wedding.
An A+ wedding.
No, it's not a fucking A+ wedding. It's not A+ related.
Everything is A+, you
It could have been
motherfucker.
an A+ wedding if Cade would have let you fucking marry them.
And what he means by that is ordain his wedding.
Yeah, what do you mean? Like, yeah, it could. I said it plain and simple. Marry them.
I got a low
are the
IQ.
one who marries them? Look at this shit.
That thing's clean as fuck.
Hey, that dude is. Whoa, motorcycle Daniel.
I think he's a little bitch.
He's big bitch. We call him BD.
That's right, he's pumping fucking gas. Kate's a casual. Me, you're the two casualest motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And we got.
Even then, I'm overdressed.
We got this guy. Kate's a casual.
Yeah, look at this guy. And we got this fucking guy.
I haven't been to very many weddings, you know. I don't know what casual is.
Yep. And Kate says, casual. "Oh, did Brian not tell y'all casual?" But he said, "Yeah, he told me casual."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
I'm wearing jeans. He didn't
All right.
dress code.
I didn't put on.
We're always running a little behind. If I'm not driving, right? If I'm driving, we're right on time or before time. All right. Everybody thinks my slow driving is slow, but it's actually whenever I drive, I'm getting everybody ready. Like, well, today I'm the reason we're late, honestly. Well, no.
It's me now, really. You've been there.
I did get there. I did get there. I planned for 10:30 and I got there at 10:40, so I'm disappointed in myself. What the fuck is that?
Fucking Toyota.
Fucking Toyota.
It's probably got 1 million miles on it.
Probably so. It probably got another 1,000,000 miles to go.
Front of the Brotherhood.
What did you take a picture of?
I was taking a little clip.
Oh, okay.
I know we said we weren't going to film, but I just couldn't help myself. The place is so nice and interesting. Brian is listening through the headphones right now. Is there anyone here with us tonight that would like to come through and talk to us? Maybe make a noise. We've got our string light back here behind me. Make that go off for us. All you got to do is be within the vicinity of it, and it'll go off and let us know that you're here.
Hello.
Hi.
That's all I got out of like 5 minutes.
Well, I haven't talked much. I mean, I've been talking, but
Alright.
I'd say stay in it for a little longer.
Wait, what?
I think you should stay in it for a little longer.
Longer?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Is it fucking with you?
No.
You want me? You want me to get on it?
You want to get in on it?
Sure.
That's like what I'm hearing. We got the SB11. Chase is gonna go in it. He shouldn't be able to hear me. Man, there's a lot of dust. Look at all that dust. If there are any spirits here and you're a lodge member. Whoa. If you're a lodge member and you're here with me, give me a sign. I hope y'all could see that on cam. It's weird looking. We got a device over there. You just gotta get next to it and you can make it go off. Or if you actually want to chat with us, you go through this spirit box Chase got on. Takes a lot of energy to go through that and give some words. I think your best bet is setting off that tripwire that we got set up on the stairs. If you're not a lodge member, come through and tell us that you're not a lodge member. A past lodge member. Come on, if you come through that spirit box and scare him, he'll believe it. He's the most skeptical person I know. You need to come through here and make him believe. He's gonna stay in there for about 10 minutes, so you got about 10 minutes to come through, build up enough energy. I don't feel any bad vibes up here. Definitely not the most spookiest place. Listen, I don't know, maybe they did it downstairs.
What was it?
I don't know, it's just rattling, like thud.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything through this.
I know, nothing, right?
Yeah.
I say we try my phone app out. This thing will put you to sleep, dude. That white noise.
Mm-hmm.
What happens every time. This is a really easy device that you can light up. I probably won't believe it when it lights up, but we can throw it in here. I don't know why it ain't working. You know what we need. Right? Sometimes, anyways.
Cup of motherfucking Joe. Oh, honey, I dropped my coffee down the fucking chute.
Alright, look over here. We got our EMF meter, just a simple, cheap EMF meter, nothing crazy. Right here. And we're going to ask a series of questions. You can light up that device back there. You can light up this. Alright. What the fuck was that? Light it up red right now. We'll know you're here with us. You got to light it up all the way red. All the way. I don't know about you, but that isn't enough for me.
Light it up solid red for us, please.
Yeah, please.
That'd be wonderful.
My name is Brian, and this is Chase. We traveled from Midwest City, Tinker Air Force Base, pretty much. So if you are here, we want to talk to you tonight. We want to know how old you are. Can you give us an age? Young? You hear that?
Young.
I did hear that, huh?
Yeah.
You're young. How young? We need an age. Well, did you hear that?
The dude voice.
Yeah. 10. You heard that?
Mm-hmm.
You're 10 years old. Boy? Yo. So you're a boy. You're 10 years old? Just a little boy? What happened? Can you tell us what happened? Now your camera's going to pick up bits and pieces of this a little bit better than we can. But we'll just try to listen. So if you're a little boy, like this app said, light this device up. You see that? Light it up one more time if you're a little boy. Do it now. What's your name? Can we get your name, please? Damn, I can't hear it. We need like a headphones connected to my phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright, we don't really want to talk to the little boy. Is there anybody else here? Because I'm going to tell you,
It lit up red for a second.
I don't really believe that, you die as a little boy, you're going to be stuck on this earth. I believe that you'd be a little bit older. If you died at 10 years old, I feel like you'd go straight to heaven. Right? Were you a Christian? Whoa. Yes, you was a Christian. Well, me and Chase are actually Christians. What do you think of that? You like that we're Christians? Can you make that device stop? Stop lighting it up for us. Light it up all the way red if you're doing that. Are you sitting there? Come through this app on my phone and let me know that you're the little boy that was talking to us. I feel like the batteries are fucked up in that. You want me to change them?
Could try it.
That was weird though. Dude, that's the weirdest conversation we've had on this app. Okay, hold up. Dude, that's whack. It takes a screwdriver.
Is the little girl still here with us
It
tonight?
was a little boy. It
Oh,
said boy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, better be sorry.
I'm sorry, little boy.
How many spirits are here with us? Are you downstairs? Well, I guess, are you on the second floor? Or in the attic? Chase, he's a skeptic. You come through there and say his name, he probably won't be skeptical. Whoa. What the fuck was that?
Something just fell back there, bro. What was that?
I don't know. That's what I heard earlier. Hey, that's what I heard earlier.
That same noise?
The same noise. But
it could be like a mouse or something.
Yeah, it could be a mouse or a rat.
Yeah, like, jumped right back there. It sounded like something like hopped.
Right.
I hear it again.
I bet it is a mouse.
We gotta be sure, though.
Yeah, you gotta do it on command if you want us to believe it. What'd you see?
Yeah.
I hear it still.
Here, hold this. I'll hold it. I'm gonna go check it out. Dad's gonna check it out. I don't know how much I can actually get in. It's gonna be worse. It's a wasp, bro. Bro, it's a wasp.
Oh, fuck. We gotta get out of here. Making all that noise, though?
No, I don't think the wasps were making that noise. Hey, dude.
Bro, it's gonna fly at us. Should probably just get our bag and go down. Bro, the spirit sent a wasp to get us out of here.
Sage? Gotta sage the wasp out. Alright, so you want to move along?
I would say I don't want to get stung.
I mean, it could have been wasp that we were hearing, maybe. Right?
Yeah, maybe.
I gotta use the restroom anyway, so let's get out of here. And we'll warn everybody.
Front of the Brotherhood. Can you believe it, brother?
LeBron.
LeBron James.
So when they came together is when women were officially like...
Well, that organization, I don't know when the Eastern Stars started, but that was the organization that they allowed women in.
That's funny because you can tell, I guess this is probably one of the earlier.
They just like the idea of having women around.
I mean, it takes both. You really can't have it without
Can't
men,
have a
and you
bunch of
can't
old
have it without
farts
women.
around.
Like, in order to really have it move and produce something, you need to be able to network.
I'm interested in the Bible though, just how different the Bible room. And that's what I was telling Chase was real interesting, was because like there was matrons and those were the women of the Masonic. And so I just thought it was interesting because I'm like, how did they have women matrons but they weren't allowed into the ceremonial room? So it was like, what was their part in the whole?
We've heard owls out here. We've heard bats. Something you don't really hear in
Chase
OKC.
also got chased out of the attic by a wasp.
Yep. I hate wasps. Anytime I find one in the house, I actually have my girlfriend kill it.
Crazy is they were saying that this is like a brotherhood and it's like falling off. Like there's not a lot of people who actually
I was
practice
saying
it.
that.
And I wonder why, because you would think it's almost like anybody else, like, you know, your religion's almost passed down.
They like hide caches behind their little bricks that they put stations or whatever.
So there's like,
Don't tell them that, they're gonna come start trying to choose a building.
so like that one right
Well,
there.
the dude said if you ever find a crumbling building and and you find something that has a logo on it, and you can shoot it back there.
Like that one right there. They call him the Big Chungus. Brian's in there running his mouth.
That bitch let you know.
A real American muscle.
Bulldozer right here.
Sir Donnie. We're here with Donnie, the Don Hom, the Donald, Do not call him
Don't
Donald.
call me Donald.
The only reason I'm not laying on the ground, taking the Don home.
I respect my real name, but I've been called Donnie for 24 years. We're just gonna keep it like that.
Keep it right at that.
Keep it right.
Donnie, you're in this video twice, right? The video starts out us going to Cade's wedding because that was Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
And then the
I
video
forget.
ends
Yep.
the Masonic Lodge. Why didn't you go do the Masonic Lodge?
Y'all want the real reason? I was lazy and wanted to play my PC.
Fair enough. But it was alright because Donnie went last time. He went last time to the Masonic Lodge with me. And, this time I took everybody else. But, we went to the Masonic Lodge, right? And I told myself, I said, he isn't going to remember me, right?
Right.
Kind of like up in Alva. I thought the lady was going to remember me and she didn't remember me. So, the Masonic Lodge, guy named Roy, we met him last time. I said, no way he's going to remember me.
Yep. And before he finishes, I do remember telling him there's a big chance that he actually remembers. He was a little offended that she didn't remember him. And I mean, she was an older lady. She probably witnessed 1,000 people come through there and doesn't remember a single one of them. So I can't even blame her. But Roy was a bit younger, had a younger mind. I mean, I'm sure he was going to remember, and that's what I told Brian.
So, yeah, went to Roy, seen him. Well, I'll tell you, the first interaction, I had these on, right? We got there before anybody else. We were sitting out there, and Roy comes outside. And he comes up to the car, and I'm in the passenger seat. And he's like, can you see me? Because I have these big-ass glasses. I'm like, yes, sir, I'm Brian. Reintroducing myself. And we get inside, and to say, do you want to become a Mason? I said, last time you kind of did the same thing. You said, hey, you want to be a Mason? And, I still had the application hung up on my wall. And he said,
No, you actually hung it up?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is hung up on my wall. But I got his business card because, here's the thing, right? Last time we went to the Masonic Lodge, we knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
I don't think we even knew it
that's
was
true.
a thing, right?
I mean, we barely knew what ghost hunting was. We went to the Masonic Lodge and kind of watched how other people did it. We didn't even know how to ghost
It was our first time meeting Spooky,
Yep.
right?
Yep. That's
Shout
what
out
got
to
us-
Spooky.
Masonic Lodge is the reason we got into ghost hunting. It
Yeah.
was the location that really did
At
it for
least,
us.
we was already into urban exploring and being dumb,
Yeah.
right? Now, we're still dumb, but we're not as dumb.
He's dumb.
Well, let me tell you, last time, I researched the Mason, found out the founding fathers were Masons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you this, at least three people who was part of the Declaration of Independence, they were Masons. Roy, he's like, hit me with whatever you got. I've seen it on the internet. I know what y'all's thinking. This is what he's telling me about. And he, he answered every question that we had. My question was, are y'all Christians? He said, you can believe in whatever God you want to believe in. You just can't be an atheist. And I take that as you just can't believe that it just lights out. You got to have some kind of faith. That's what he made it out to be. You just got to have some faith. If you want to join the lodge, right, and network with these people, you have to have some sort of faith. He said, look, the Masonic Lodge, what it's about is, becoming a better man. People that we surround ourselves in this lodge, we don't see each other higher than each other. We're all equal. And he said, think of it like this. Say I want to move to the Philippines. I go and tell my lodge, I'm like, hey, I'm moving to the Philippines. Well, that's okay. We're going to set up a lodge meeting for you once you get to the Philippines, closest lodge, and they're going to help you get settled in. They're going to try to help you find a job. They want to make sure that you're succeeding.
Right.
And that's what being a lodge member is all about. It's not the Illuminati. It's not this other shit. Now, their Bible.
But I mean, it's a group of people helping each other out.
It's a group of people helping each other out. They don't care what God you believe in, as long as you believe in a God.
There's a darker secret when you join. I don't know.
No, you're thinking the Illuminati, right?
There's a
You're thinking
darker
some
secret
other
when you
cult.
join, yeah.
Now, I'm not saying it ain't no cult, right? But I'm also not saying that it is a cult.
Yeah.
And another thing he said, he said, why won't you join? And I said, well, I'm too busy. And he said, you're never too busy for anything. Unless you just got to set your mind to it. He said, you know, why are you too busy? And I said, well, how often do y'all meet up? He said, 2 times a month. Two Thursdays a month. And they're not even back-to-back Thursdays. And I was like, oh, damn. You know, that sounds more doable. Now, you know, I met a few other Masons. One was a Tulsa police officer. I'm not too sure. I didn't catch what the other one does for a living. I didn't even catch what Roy does for a living, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, I asked him, I said, well, how old were y'all when y'all joined? One was 30. I think one was 21. And this is back in, they were in some war. One was older than Roy, right? And they were both in wars. And they said every time they got stationed, like over in Germany and stuff, they would just link up with their Masonic lodge. Bam, got a lodge to hang out at and to, you know, network with people while you're over in Germany. They got a lodge, like if you look deep into it, these lodges are fucking worldwide. They got a lodge in Russia. How do you got a lodge in Russia, right? And here's a deeper thing, right? All these Masonic lodge people, right? And this goes back into the Civil War, right? Say North and South are fighting. Well, there's lodges on both sides. They did what they had to do, but if 2 lodge members ran into each other, their new goal is to protect each other.
I would have had so many questions right there.
Their whole goal is, you know, they're brothers. It's weird, you know what I mean? It's deep. But you gotta think, the Freemasons have been around since like 1600s. Donnie don't want to join the Freemasons. You know, it's dying breed, is what they told me. They said, you know,
independent people is a dying breed too. I don't know.
No networking, no
networking, no nothing, just faith.
Yeah. That's at least you have faith, right?
Everybody has faith. Even if you're an atheist, you have faith in. You're not just gonna go 60, 70 plus years of life knowing that you're just gonna die for nothing. You have faith in something, that you're gonna accomplish something, whether it's you get to witness your grandbabies grow, whether you get to
good one.
Live with, like, there's so much more to faith than just a God, you know.
Yep.
Which I am a Christian.
They have faith their check's gonna clear. They have faith their car's gonna make it across the state.
Yeah.
They have faith that their baby mama's gonna, well, should pass on that one, but they got faith in a lot. They got faith in a lot, and you know, some atheists have, you know, high morals. There's nothing wrong with it, and I hope they save themselves one day. You know,
Yeah.
whenever it is time to pass on, hopefully, you know, there's that split second where you kind of see their whole life and they're like, holy crap, you know, I believe in you, and you know, pass on and so on and so forth. You want to add anything on the Masons?
I have questions. We might have to make another video about it, just to see if I got the questions answered, because I'm definitely gonna have to look into it.
But yeah, I mean, it was a really cool place. Like I said, you're gonna watch the video, right? And
Oh, yeah.
we didn't film a whole lot because the plan is we wasn't gonna vlog, right? Because it's kind of a small place. But then we ended up filming a little bit of our session. Now, listening back, it's kind of hard to hear what we heard at the time, but I don't know. It was the Necrophonics app, so it's hard to say that it's paranormal or not. But the wasp is real.
The wasp.
Yeah, we got chased out by a wasp. That was the scariest thing. But the main thing is you know, we showed everybody that we know in our circle, the Masonic Lodge, and as long as we know, we're doing our part of not letting that part of history die, because that's what he said. You know, it's a dying breed.
Yeah.
Nobody at his lodge is under 30. You
All of
don't
them
hear. You hear more Jehovah Witness than you do the Freemasons, but it's also because to get invited to the Freemasons, they're not just going to invite anybody. Jehovah Witness is knocking door to door. You want to join? The Freemasons, they only invite certain people. They're all off of first interaction. So they're not going to just invite anybody. That's another thing that I've been told. You know, a lot of people want me to join this. Like, a lot of people at work, what, Freemasons? What? How? Why did they invite you? So, maybe, I tell you this right now, I'm too busy. Moves, work, and then a little bit of time, right?
Yeah.
Right now in my life, I'm too busy to dedicate 2 Thursdays a month. But there is going to be a time where I'm like, you know what? Exactly what I would need to get into to further my ministries, do weddings, do funerals, so on and so forth. I don't really want to preach, but, funerals and weddings are big things Masons do. They have their own guidebook, and I actually want to buy one. They got them on eBay. You could be a former Masonic. You can't go spill all the tea. If you're a big tea spiller,
Masonic?
they're not going to let you in there.
What is a former Masonic?
Just means you quit. You step down. But if you're a big tea spiller, like if I became a Masonic lodge member, couldn't say a whole lot. Because there's it's kind of like holding the Bible and being sworn in during court.
Yeah.
It's all up to each individual person. Well, I'm that type of person. I'd be like, okay, this is for real. This is, I got my big boy boots on now. I'm in something that's deep, real history. It's been around since fucking pre-United States. 30, right? I hit 30, bam. Hopefully Roy still wants me around that time. Right now, though, what did you call me, a workaholic?
Yeah. Chat. He'll be 28 this year.
Shut
So
your
he's
mouth.
saying in 2027 he may join the Freemasons. That's in 2 years.
I will.
2 years. I'm gonna hold you to that in 2 years.
I will be. I won't be big into the Freemasons, you know what I mean? But I want to be entry level.
Yeah?
Yep. That'll further my ministry. Now, Freemasons, if you're watching this, I will hold my Bible up, and I swear an oath that I will not spill the tea. Now, they start silencing me, I can't do that. But if they hold their oath, you know what I mean? And they're, they let me still be a ghost hunter and a free person out of the Masons, I'll give up, It's starting out, probably 2 days a month, but maybe turn into 5 if you do community work, which I'll definitely want to do.
Yeah.
Hey boys, when we go in to wash the fire truck down at the fire department or the police cars,
You hear that? He wants to go wash down the fire truck.
or I got a better one for you boys.
Police cars.
Load up some lawnmowers, some weed eaters, and let's go hit some cemeteries. Whack them down. Get them looking right.
There you go.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? I've thought about joining a church, right? But it's always like, fuck, what church am I going to join?
Yeah.
Right? I bet you thought the same thing. You're like, man, I kind of want to go to church, but what church am I going to go to?
Here's my thing. Like, a lot of people look at church as a building. As long as you talk about God with a group of people, that is a church. You can have a church in a yard, in a garage, in a house.
Now, I will say something about the Masonic Lodge, like the one in Cleveland,
Cut that out.
right? They do want $197 or something of that sort per year. But you got to think about this. Some guys out in Cleveland, they were a Masonic Lodge member. They actually suffered some fire damage, right? In a week, by networking with all the other lodges around us, they got $9,000 for this individual in a week, just from networking through Masonic Lodge.
Wow.
You get what you put into it.
Yeah.
Is what it is. If you want to be rich, famous, don't join the Masonic Lodge. If you want to join a group of brothers, join the Masonic Lodge. Now, if you want to join some kind of freaking weird church that's got some gimmick going on where the pastor's richer than everybody else,
Watch Joel Osteen.
He's scary preaching, man. He's scary.
Dude's got like 7.
Brother got a demon.
Dude's
and
got like 7 houses and then like 20 private homes.
I don't know, but there's some crazy fucking pastors out there, alright. No good. Alright, Donnie, let's still chat. Bye. Donnie will see you at Bolton House. I will see you guys this weekend when we're filming. It's going to be a lot of driving. Lots and lots of driving. We got a lot of stuff planned. Lots and lots of stuff planned.
Alright, he's got a lot planned. I'm not really sure
Donnie,
what's going on.
Donnie's going to go to the major places.
I'm always there
Donnie's
for
always
the
going to be A+,
adventure,
right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're there for the back of it. You're there in the chat.
all the way.
You're there in the soul. Me and Donnie work out almost every other night, so we still see each other, even if you're not in the videos.
Yeah.
Fuck the videos, right?
Yeah, we might just
We
have to
don't.
make
The
other
videos are just I don't know, something I can do past my free time. That's why I like videos. I like editing. All right.
Peace out, chat.
Peace out.